Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Gummy here with my good friend and co-commentator,
Sproutt.
Yo, buddy. Bringing you some hot amateur Dota 2 action. On the Radiant side, we got Breach of Justice International versus Krotiki International. We got some serious, legit as fuck teams.
Kinda.
Fixing up my notes real quick.
Yep, we got a Ember Spirit band.
Yes, so here we go. Bans, right off the bat. Ember Spirit. Let's talk about Ember Spirit.
No, let's not. Let's not talk about Invoker either, because they're just always banned.
They are. This patch, again, I mentioned it last game. This patch really has a lot of Dota players, starting to get miffed. Only because, the bans and picks in non-competitive play, so pub play, they're always the same.
Yep.
You always see the Ember Spirit. You always see the Invoker. Right now we're seeing the AA. Right now he's being banned, but he's either banned or he's picked. It wouldn't surprise me if their next ban was a Slark or a Nature's Prophet or a Lycan right now.
Yeah, basically.
Oh, the Dazzle too. We've been seeing a lot of him being banned too.
Well, Shallow Grave and such.
Though in my opinion, I think it's a more interesting ban, only because if anything, you'd want to pick a Dazzle. But I guess Radiant getting first pick, they would ban it out. Makes somewhat sense at least.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, there's nothing to really say about these bans. They all kind of make sense. Ember Spirit right now, he is a little broken, whether by design or by bug. His Sleight of Fist is really making him a little more overpowered than he should be.
Just his over mobility.
Exactly, and that's the other part too, is the fact that his remnants make him extremely, squirrely. He can dip in and dip out of a fight real quick with almost minimal. He doesn't really have to actually engage. He just has to kind of be there.
Yeah.
With the Invoker, you're kind of always getting that general map presence with Sunstrike. If he goes the other route there, he's got EMP, he's got Tornado into the EMP into Ghost Walk. An Invoker, his EMP apparently, I don't play much Invoker, so I'm just this is more hearsay than anything. Invoker, his EMP apparently is a little fucked up right now.
A little bit.
Apparently. And now Visage! Brand new pick! But here's the Lycan pick. God fucking damn it. Let's talk about Visage. I don't think we've actually seen him in any of our games yet.
I think we saw him in one, but it probably was a recording, honestly.
Yeah, Visage has incredible potential. First off, his damage mitigation. Most heroes have a base, a flatline magic resistance of 25%. Yep. Visage has either 0 or 12. Or 10, I think. Remaining. I can't remember. He either has 0 or 12, but that's because he gets his magic resistance from Gravekeeper's Cloak, which ends up giving him a lot more magic resistance than the 25%, basically. His familiars, great stuns, great nuke potential, and his Grave Chill helps basically slow down everything. Visage he's sort of all around a really good sort of 4 position. We see him sort of in the safe lane, not so much in the off lane position.
Yeah, and the burn from from EMP for the mana burn is increased to 550 at max rank, so that's huge. That's 5 mana gone. That's why he is picked, and he is used in the Quas a lot more.
Yeah, tornado into or Cyclone or whatever it's called into EMP. Now Crystal Maiden, she's a pick we haven't seen too much of recently. She's a very hard to play support because Crystal Maiden needs at least 2 items to be okay.
Yeah.
She needs her BKB, and she needs a mech.
Yeah, and Death Prophet's picked up so we're gonna see a lot of push, and they banned Shadow Shaman for the counter push.
Yeah, there's one. Yeah, that's one counter pressure. Mind you, they do have the Lycan on the dire side, so it is going to give them some constant pressure. Again, Howl is incredibly powerful only because it's a global move, and it gives you 20 extra damage right off the bat.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that we don't see more Crystal Maiden. She's a really good...
5
she's a really good support, especially for a very mana-hungry team.
Yeah.
So Lycan, for example, while he's not mana-hungry necessarily, he does have a lot of skills that use a lot of mana. If Crystal Maiden picks up 1 or even 2 points into Arcane Aura early off in the game, that's really going to help Lycan out in that sort of early mid-game, where basically he won't need that extra potion of clarity, or he might not even, well, he probably will go Basilius anyway, especially if he's going to go Vladimir's, but, he won't need that extra clarity to help with his wolves. He'll just get the extra mana he needs from the Crystal Maiden. The Doom ban, kind of interesting. I guess they're just trying to ban out like counter junglers.
Yeah.
And they ban out the natures. So the Breach of Justice really looking to sort of take away some of those counter pushers. Yeah, Rat Dota and counter pushers, basically. Yeah. Especially if they're going to go with the Death Prophet.
Yeah, especially. And getting rid of the Ember Spirit is good because then there's not as much lane pressure if she goes mid.
Yeah. Now, the interesting ban there on the Gyrocopter. I mean, right now, Breach of Justice would have some synergy with the Gyrocopter, but I still think it's an interesting ban nonetheless. I wouldn't quite think of it as a very important ban. I mean, but that's just me.
Anything? Chat saying nothing. I miss doing solo queue pubs because they always spam the chat. It's funny.
Do they?
Yeah, I love those. Anyways, Gyrocopter, he could actually be counter pushy thanks to flat cannon, honestly.
Yeah. Just what I was thinking. But that's really the only thing I was thinking, to be honest. Is that just But other than that, like, it's still an interesting ban in my opinion.
I'm trying to see where the lanes will unfold. This is where we usually get to see how the lanes are going to be played in most cases.
Well, the thing, I mean, we'll see sort of what's going on. Like, Death Prophet's most likely going middle. Visage probably going to go up in the safe lane, most likely. Again, I mean, it's not in stone or anything.
Sand King.
Ooh, a Sand King.
Jungle Sand King.
Well, no, because they have the Lycan.
Lycan can safe lane farm.
Yes, but we could also be seeing a tri-lane, or at least a quasi-tri-lane, have the Sand King sort of dip in and out of the jungle every so often.
Yep. Stack or farm, either for the Lycan or himself.
Yeah.
Yep.
Again, it'll be interesting to see. I'm curious to see where this goes.
I'm going to see Lycan safe lane because Loda's done it. Remaining. So many people have done it. So the people who have watched Pro Dota will do it.
Yeah, exactly. Trying to just see. That's my one problem with like games like this. Like, I love Dota. I liked League back when I used to play it. But just like fucking the pro scene always dictated so much.
Yeah, and it's more so apparent in League than Dota, to be honest.
Yeah,
but that's because League's just got the imbalance. It's the imbalanced champs. They purposely imbalance so that's the flavor of the month, and then they nerf that to the ground, give it a skin so it continues to be played, and then buff something up to ridiculous proportions.
Yeah, it's just it's Yeah.
It's a business model. That's about it.
Yep, that's basically the only thing I could say about that. It's a business model.
Yeah.
But I don't know, there's just nothing. We're seeing a Centaur Warrunner pick down there. Most likely their offlaner. And again, very common. He's potent.
He's strong, no matter if he gets pounded into the ground and just like can't do anything, or if he gets his blink dagger in like, let's say, 7 minutes.
Yeah.
He's useful throughout the entire game.
Yeah, and exactly. Even if he does get sort of stomped early, he's still a threat only because, his stomp is still so efficient. Double Edge does so much damage. The Stampede for the ulti, right? Global. Yeah, exactly. It's a global, good initiation, good escape either way. Like, there's just so much potential with the Centaur, even if he's bad.
10 seconds remaining.
And to me, I think that's what makes him just such an amazing hero. Well, I mean, this particular patch anyway. That's what makes him such an interesting hero to pick up. The Mirana pickup, curious to see where she goes. Could be the tri-lane that we were talking about earlier. Again, like you mentioned earlier, how Lycan can be the safe lane farm. That could be another potential there. Mirana going in the mid lane, up against the Death Prophet. Not a bad choice, I suppose.
Yeah, or offlane. I've seen that a few times too.
Yep. The solo, Mirana solo offlane there. Again, yes, equal choice right there. It's just, there's the lanes aren't so steadfast right now.
I like that. This is very.
Ooh, the Slider.
I like Slider. Is it going to be a carry safe lane Slider?
Probably not. Slider is a better 2 position than a 1, only because he does sort of peak out after a while.
Yeah, but he's great for just mid game where Death Prophet wants to be. Where Centaur, Centaur's good throughout the game, but he really likes his mid game too. Same with Visage. This seems like a very mid game oriented team, to be honest.
Yeah. The thing I like about
Radiant
Slider
team ban.
is just his amplified damage is quite incredible, really. If you look at it, minus 10 armor at level 6, like that's huge. Minus 15 armor at level 11, and then minus 20 armor at level 16. Like that's a lot of armor to shred off someone in like that mid-game area.
Yeah.
So that Slider's definitely gonna be
5
pulling his weight there.
remaining.
My only problem is right now they don't quite have that right click to carry them over the edge here.
Weaver.
Yeah, Weaver would help. That would be
Dire team
actually a
pick.
pretty good pickup.
Yep.
If we look at these final bands here, the Vengeful Spirit and the Bristleback, good choices all around. The Vengeful Spirit, in my opinion, not the best band for the Dire, only because the Dire is probably looking for maybe just a little bit more damage. The Bristleback band on the Radiant, though, that, in my opinion, is pretty interesting too.
Okay, so it's going to be Mirana off lane, Naga Siren mid, and Lycan safe lane probably.
Maybe. I mean,
That's the most efficient way of actually putting it, to be honest.
it's a very valid point. I don't necessarily immediately disagree. It's just, these, like, their picks are so fluid, right? Like, we could very much see a Mirana, Sand King, Crystal Maiden tri-lane with Lycan in the jungle, yeah.
5
Off lane.
No,
seconds remaining.
off lane, sorry.
Go aggressive tri-lane with the Sand King and the Crystal Maiden, but you're losing effectiveness on the Sand King.
Reserve time.
Again, yeah, well... English, please. I'd be curious to see. Again, I'm curious to see what they do. Like their lanes are still just so fluid.
Yeah. I'm going with the most efficient possible laning, to be honest, because Naga wants the solo XP and the solo farm so that she can get to the Radiance faster. Mirana is safe in the safe lane thanks to Leap. I mean, in the long lane thanks to Leap.
Yep.
And Lycan can farm the jungle and his lane if he's in the safe lane.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, fair enough. Those actually sound like really probable lanes.
Yep.
Yeah. Just curious to see what this last pick is.
I really want to see this. This is going to be the biggest pick. This is going to actually define.
Well, they need. I think honestly, what the Radiant's missing right now is just some solid right-click
10
damage.
seconds remaining.
Like don't get me wrong, Slider's good. He's got damage. The
seconds
centaur into the Slider into the Visage.
Nice.
Ooh. Okay.
Support Nyx? Yeah, support.
Well then, maybe not so much support, but we're gonna see some more. We're gonna see him kind of. It looks like. Sorry, fucking say a goddamn sentence. Slider is probably gonna take that primary carry role, so we're probably gonna see him in the safe lane there. Nyx, there's a good chance that Nyx is gonna be into the tri lane, but also into the jungle, doing a little stacking business. The thing with Nyx is, once he hits level 6, he has incredible roam potential.
Yeah.
Now,
Prepare
the
for
problem
battle.
by picking the Nyx, though, is Nyx would be an okay offlaner. Keyword being an okay offlaner. He really needs to hit level 6 as fast as possible. Right now, he's already picked up wards, so he's definitely picking up this 5 position, which could actually hurt him in the long run, because Nyx with the Dagon is just incredible damage.
It's also very fun.
Yeah, Centaur's definitely going to be in the off lane. We'll see in a minute. Death Prophet in the middle, of course. I mean, this is just textbook right now. Up in the top lane for the Dire here, though, we're seeing the Lycan and the Sand King hitting up that top lane. Mirana heading down to the off lane. So not too bad yet. Naga in the middle, just like you predicted earlier. Yeah, so these lanes are actually playing out just as you predicted for the raid or Dire for the day.
30 seconds
This is a very
to battle.
pro scene style. That's the only reason why I could call it so fast.
Now, well, I mean, these are, amateur teams. They probably do take a lot of inspiration from the pro scene.
Which I say do, but play the heroes you like for a while, because you can usually make them work in a lot of situations. That's what I like about Dota versus League, is there's
Dota-
really no set.
Dota's very fluid, yeah. League very much so has. Now, again, it's been a while since I played League, so go nuts and correct me if I'm mistaken. But League was very typecast, right?
It
you
is
have
severely
you have
typecast.
your ADC, or marksman, whatever the fuck they're called these days. Back in my day, they were called AD carries. You have your AD carry, you have your support, your mid laner, your top laner, and your jungler, and that was it. And your mid laner was typically your AP. Again, I don't know how much has changed. Interesting switch in the lanes, though, real quick. We have Centaur down here in the safe off lane, and then we have the tri lane up here in the Radiant off lane here.
Yeah.
Whoops, sorry. The The
They do a
Centaur
lot of
is...
damage, and that's why it's good to the crush.
Allow me to rephrase my statement real quick. Centaur is in the safe lane solo, while we have a tri-lane in the off lane for the Radiant. There we go, that's what I meant to say. Derp. And then up here, so far, only two. We have the Lycan and the Centaur. Crystal Maiden, though, most likely. Just placing a ward right down here. She is going to make her way up to that top lane as soon as this pause goes off. Is this a tact pause? Russian. I don't understand Russian. All I know is, I know, like, letters, and that's it. But Mirana in the off lane, it's gonna be interesting to watch. Off the bat, if we look at some of the items here, Mirana picked up very typical items. She has one ward with her, so that's gonna help her out, warding that bot rune there. If we look at the mid game here, Naga took 2 tangos and picked up 2 iron branches, so she's obviously gonna be, it looks like she's gonna be rushing a bottle real quick. Death Prophet blocking one of the camps here. Interesting choice. Probably to stop the Lycan from getting a little bit of that extra farm.
Or the Sand King.
Yeah, either or. So Naga picks up her bottle right off the bat there. So Death Prophet didn't do the same. She actually picked up a pretty typical build there. Mantle of Intelligence into GG branches and Tango.
Yep.
Up in the top lane, though, we got tri-lane against tri-lane. Crystal Maiden slowly making her way up. She is going to stack some of the camps there. A little late on that pull if she was trying to stack it.
Very late.
But that's okay.
Typically, oh, no, she's farming it.
Is she farming it?
Yeah.
Oh,
you freeze it in place because it lasts for like 10 seconds on creeps. No. Yeah, creep duration, 10 seconds.
Oh, okay. Sorry. My mistake.
I don't like this pull. It's going to push the lane if they don't kill the...
Well, if they don't pull through, yeah.
Yeah.
The Howl coming in on the Lycan again, giving... It's so potent.
Yeah.
I think it's a 12-second duration, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, 12-second duration. And again, at level 1, it gives 20 extra damage to everyone. Depending on, up in this tri-lane, it's 60 extra damage. Right? Yep. It's incredible. Naga Siren, though, definitely getting poked out. Good. I'm imagining it's just good Qs coming in from the Crypt Swarm here on the Death Prophet. The Dire Lane getting pulled because no one can pull through, which is okay. Nyx Assassin doing his thing. Gravekeeper, I don't know any of Visage's skill. Grave Chill on the Lycan, slowing him down huge. Visage just has incredible slow potential. He can really just make someone stop moving.
And nuke with a Soul Assumption if it gets full stacks.
Yes, that is true. That
hurts. That really hurts.
Naga Siren chasing down the Death Prophet here. Death Prophet getting hurt pretty bad by that Riptide. She right now has about zero armor because of the Riptide. Good plays by the Naga Siren, using her illusions really well to sort of get them into position, pop that Riptide on her, because the Riptide does apply through the illusions as well.
And she has a regen rune in her bottle. So
we got first blood coming in. Crystal Maiden takes out the Visage. Howl came in from the Lycan. Slider, though, taking out the Sand King. So trading kills there. A kill, though, going to the Crystal Maiden versus a kill going to the Slider. Slight advantage to the Radiant, I'd say.
If only slight, but it's still really strong.
Yeah, well, the Crystal Maiden did get the first blood bonus, so that's actually quite beneficial to her.
Well, beneficial to her, but not super beneficial to her team.
Correct. Still, I'm waiting to see this Nyx get to 6. Nyx to 6. Mirana taking out the Centaur Warrunner, but she does die to the tower. Got a little too manly there. Did take out Centaur, but unfortunately died herself. That's all right. I mean, it's a trade, albeit not a good trade. Naga Siren picking up her Wraith Band, Ring of Protection coming in. Probably gonna see
Basilius.
Basilius, I guess. Howl coming in from Lycan. Man, this Lycan just using his Howl every chance he can get. Just using that damage to his advantage. It doesn't. Yeah, the Howl doesn't affect creeps, does it?
No, it doesn't. And
units under their control.
It's only 15 mana anyways to spam Howl. So
yeah,
why not?
And I mean, and with the Crystal Maiden, right? So like I was mentioning earlier, you get the bit of synergy here with the Crystal Maiden because she's going to keep pumping him mana, and he can just keep using Howl, and it's really going to be sort of cost efficient.
And he's going to go Batsy Ring.
Yeah.
So.
Oh no, Ring of Aquila on the Naga Siren. Death Prophet kind of getting caught out here. Riptide bringing her back down again to 0 armor. DD though on the Naga. She doesn't have a point to net yet. She's not going to... actually, she might get the kill. It's going to be close. Who's TPing in there? Visage TPing in though. Naga Siren managed to kill the Death Prophet. And yeah, Visage is probably going to... No, we'll see.
not going to get the kill unless the Nyx comes
No,
up
but the
stunned.
Nyx is coming in.
Yeah.
He does have the impale. Oh, the Naga
Song.
song! That song!
Well played. Very
Good job.
well played.
Yeah, well played, Naga. She deserves that. Good job. Mirana, though, hitting level 6 herself. Took a point into
Stack.
Mirana smoke. So good job on that. Yeah, stacking that camp there, probably for the Lycan or for himself. Yeah.
Bad stack. He got mud golems.
Did he? Oh,
Yeah,
boy.
he got mud golems. He's probably not happy.
The Naga might be in trouble here. Nyx coming in. Is he going to land the Impale? Yes, he does. There she goes into Q. Mana. Oh my god, Grave Chill. Right clicks come in. Damage comes in. Visage gets the kill. That was from his, Soul Assumption. Yes.
The nuke potential, as I was saying earlier.
Yep. Good nuke potential. Tranquil's coming up on the Lycan. Interesting choice for being in lane.
Especially for being the...
Oh, no, I think he's trying to get a Vladimir's, but because he has boots... Okay, I think he's trying to build a ring of Basilius, but the thing is, he has his boots, but he also has the items to make Tranquils.
Oh my god, this is so funny.
Yeah. He's made a slight error.
Oh, this is beautiful.
Yeah. He's trying to fix it. There we go.
There.
Yeah, I don't think he didn't mean to get Tranquils, but just because he had the other items, it was building
that's
Tranquils.
funny. That's.
Oh, Mirana gets another kill on the Centaur. Sorry, I kind of missed that. I was too busy watching Lycan act a fool.
Yeah.
But Mirana does get another kill off the Centaur Warrunner, bringing her up to 2.
Lands a good arrow on him.
I'm kind of curious. Okay, now the gold graph kind of fluctuating back and forth here. Nothing too particular. If we look at the last hits there, Slider is pulling ahead. He's doing real well. 34 last hits and 14 denies up against this Radiant or Dire tri-lane. Sorry. It's curious to see the Dire have just sort of abandoned their lane.
Yeah.
They're just kind of out. They're just out pulling creeps, doing stuff like that, stacking camps. They're spending more time in the jungle than they are in the lane. And I'm curious to see how that sort of ends up paying off for them in the end. By spending more time in the jungle than in the lane there. Howl comes in from the Lycan. Damage buff. Mirana here, jumping in on the Centaur. Now, let's see if what we said earlier about Centaur is true. He is kind of getting shut down a little early. Mind you, he does have 21 last hits, but he does have 2 deaths and a kill. Lycan got taken out by the Nyx. Oh, no, Lycan took out the Nyx, sorry. Read that wrong. Good kill for the Lycan there. That's definitely going to pick him up. Almost going to finish off his Vladimir soon. And that's going to be a huge pickup for that Lycan. It's going to let him farm incredibly efficiently, and it's going to allow him to just basically spend time in the jungle getting as much farm as he likes. And you know what? Naga Siren holding her own against a Death Prophet. Death Prophet, usually a pretty hard hero to fight up against. But you know what? She's managing to hold her own. She has 10, the Naga that is, has 10 last hits over the Death Prophet, giving her the slight gold lead, also the extra kill over the Death Prophet as well. Giving her even more gold. XP, though, the Dire slowly pulling away. And you can kind of see that in the levels there. The level 8 Mirana, level 8 Naga, and the level 6 Lycan.
I'm just seeing how these lanes play out. And the Aquila is actually what Naga goes, but she usually picks up Basilius, then goes Aquila.
Well, she had the Wraith Band too at the same time.
Yeah, so she was just being efficient with her farming and getting far enough ahead that she could just do whatever. And the double damage she's about to pick up.
Mm-hmm.
Using her illusion Riptide to harass.
Yep, basically. And looking at these items too.
No, jungle farming. Smart.
Who's jungle farming, sorry? Oh, here comes that Death Prophet going down pretty hard. Good stack on the stuns there. Good play on the Dire. Waiting until the stun from the Burrow Strike faded away right into the Frostbite. Good stacks there. And that was just a nice clean kill.
Yeah, and the Nagasana was actually farming the Radiant small camp with her illusions with the Riptide as she was going and picking up the DD rune. Very efficient farming.
Yeah, some good micro then coming in from this Naga. Yep. So far, just right off the bat, I'd say this is advantage Dire.
It is advantage Dire, especially if this Naga can keep microing like that.
Yeah, we're just going to see just straight up we're just going to... This Radiant team, doesn't matter how strong their team composition is, they're just going to get outplayed.
I see why the Mirana is beating the
Slider. Why is that?
Because she has an Orb of Venom.
Oh, okay. Hang on, real quick. Slider, though, getting kind of stomped on. Lycan does have amplified damage on him. Oh, God, my nose. There it goes away. Orb of Venom. What about it? There she goes! Mirana takes out the Centaur Warrunner yet again.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Because of
attack.
the Orb of Venom just doing its tick damage, slowing them. It's slowing him down. He can't return for the Orb of Venom damage.
Oh, in comes the arrow! It hits the Nyx! Right clicks come into the Starfall! This Mirana. Wonderful plays.
Yeah, beautiful, beautiful play, all in all.
She, yeah, her net worth is skyrocketing. She's at 4,200. The Slider, though, keeping up pretty closely. Slider has only got about 4,100, beating out the Lycan. But to be honest, I think the Lycan right now, does he have his Vladimir's? Not quite, almost. He's waiting on the recipe, which is coming in. Slider, though, did pick up his Blink Dagger. Pretty big item for him, but not quite the big item. It's a big item, yes, but this is kind of my beef with making Slider a carry, is that, one of his items has to be sort of a Blink Dagger to make him extremely effective.
Yeah.
So that basically sort of negates him from being a full 6 stack. Or a 6 slot, I suppose. That's the more correct phrase.
Well, if he goes as Sange and Yasha, he can actually keep up. He can use his sprint and just get in there rather than blinking, but that's how you get him 6 slotted.
Yeah. The Mirana ulti comes into the Sentry Ward. There she is. The W coming in from the Visage Soul Assumption there. Right clicks coming in. This Mirana, though, is going to take out the Centaur Warrunner, but Visage, though, with right clicks, finishes off the Mirana. Not too bad. He does get some bonus gold there. Lycan diving deep for this Nyx here. Nyx just trying to stay alive, but he can't. Lycan just coming in, right clicks, takes that out. Amplified damage on that Crystal Maiden, not looking too good. In comes the Burrow Strike, just before he can pull off the Slithering Crush. Into the Crystal Maiden ulti and the Epicenter. That's a kill for the Dire there off of that Slider. And things are not looking too good for the Radiant.
The Lycan's getting attacked by the Death Prophet ult.
Yep,
but
I see
her
it.
wolves are getting the aggro.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Yeah.
which is great for him.
This is the other part. This was the other thing I was forgetting about. Lycan's wolves have
Radiant's middle tower
incredible
is under
health
attack.
regeneration.
Yep.
I think it's 15 health per second or something
Yep.
like that. Yeah, that's the other reason why people are not too happy with
Radiant's
Lycan
top
right now.
tower is under
His
attack.
wolves are just way too OP. Don't get me wrong, the wolves kind of, they're manageable. But, in a situation like that, with the
Radiant's
Death
top
Prophet
tower
there,
is under attack.
she should have had the advantage.
But she didn't.
Well, because, the wolves. Now, don't get me wrong, it was good play on the Lycan summoning the wolves, right?
Radiant's
Providing a bit
middle
of a
tower is
buffer.
under attack.
The spirits from the exorcism had to target other things. But the thing is, they shouldn't have that, or, well, in my opinion anyway, they shouldn't have that incredible life regen, because it makes them, it makes it so hard to kill them.
No, I agree. Naga's saving up for her. Whoa, lag there.
Blink dagger on the Sand King. What's she saving up for, sorry?
For her Sacred Relic.
Oh, the Naga, sorry, I looked at the Death Prophet.
No.
Kill off the Mirana there. Mirana Visage takes out the Mirana. Not looking too good. They're pulling off okay.
Other drums.
Slider's got the blink. He needs to start getting, he needs a big ticket item. He needs something to give him a boost. Lycan already has his Vlads. That's a huge pickup for him. He's got his brown boots. Probably gonna go into maybe phase or treads soon. Naga just tearing up the back here with the haste rune. Are we gonna see a song coming her way? No, we're not. She's gonna back away. They had some vision there. The Radiant at least were able to see her poof
Dire's
away.
middle tower is under
And I want to
attack.
point out for the Radiant here, the Radiant Ancient camp there, that's actually a really good ward to place.
Yep.
That's just a really solid ward. Visage sacrificing his familiars? Maybe? I don't know, that's not a good choice.
No, he flashed them away. He wasn't paying attention.
Okay. Yeah, because if I'm not mistaken, a Visage familiar drops 100 gold?
Yep, 100.
Yeah. And that's not gold you want to just be giving to people.
Especially not a Naga.
Or just
Radiant's
anyone.
middle tower is under
Well,
attack.
mainly not a Naga.
Yeah. Bit of a misclick there. Amplified damage on the melee creep. It's actually kind of fun.
Wants to make sure he gets the last hit. Jeez.
Oh, huge Slithering Crush into the Potom ult. Slider, though, does manage to take out the Sand King. Doesn't reapply his ulti in time. Who's TPing in? That's a Crystal Maiden TPing in. Lycan, though, still just sticking around. Priestess, Mirana ult, though, fading away slowly. Howl coming in. That's damage. The Frostbite on the Slider. Slider, though, does manage to get the amplified damage on the Crystal Maiden. That Crystal Maiden went down fast. Lycan, though, chasing the Slider. Not enough there. Death Prophet TP'd up in there. The Death Prophet got the kill off that Crystal Maiden.
Radiant's bottom tower
And
is
they could
under
probably
attack.
push the tower here.
Wow.
Mind you, that Naga's going to trade for that T1 mid if the Radiant don't respond in kind.
I just realized how
Radiant's
long range
middle
Soul
tower is
Assumption is
under
for
attack.
Visage. Click on him and scroll over it. It's
Dire's
huge.
top tower is under attack.
Oh, wow.
For that
Radiant's
nuke?
middle tower has
Oh,
fallen.
1375.
Yeah.
Dire's
Damn.
structures are fortified.
Epicenter comes in. Sand King takes out the slider. More Epicenters. Huge. Murata ends the Visage killing spree. And now they start chasing arrow dodges. He's going to try and TP out. Is he going to get out? Barely. The Nyx manages to escape. Death Prophet's going to escape too. Not too bad. 2 kills
Radiant's
coming in
middle
for
tower is
the
under attack.
Dire. And the Naga Siren did manage to take that mid T1. So, not bad. The Dire are just sort of, they're playing their game.
And space created for the Naga to farm the jungle.
She does have the recipe.
Dire's
I want to point that
bottom
out. She has the
tower is
Radiance
under
recipe
attack.
already. Almost has
Radiant's
her
top
Sacred
tower
Relic.
has fallen.
Yeah, so she's almost got the gold too.
Yeah,
She'll have
and
it
there goes
shortly.
there goes the Radiance top T1.
Yeah.
I just think that Nyx was not a good choice.
She has enough for a Sacred Relic. Yeah, I don't agree with him being a support. I think he's more of offlane, and she gets the Radiance.
It's not so much that, it's that, I think the one thing the Radiants are really missing right now is just that solid right click. Again, Slider is good. Slider's actually, I think he's a really good pick. I don't think he gets picked enough, but he is very situational.
Extremely.
Against these sort of very mobile heroes here, like against the Naga, against the Sand King, the Mirana, and the Lycan, you have these very mobile heroes, and Slider, I think, in this particular lineup, doesn't offer enough. Maybe in like a slower team composition, then Slider's a better choice. But like just right now, it's too mobile of a game for him. Like, yeah, he has Blink, but his Slithering Crush does have a bit of a charge up, and just like Centaur Warrunner, right? Mirana can leap out of that, for example.
Yeah.
I think a better choice than that Nyx would have just been some good old-fashioned right-click carry. A Weaver, like you were mentioning earlier, would have been a good choice. Possibly some other range. I was gonna say Drow, but to be honest, no, that would have been a bad choice too.
Very, very bad choice.
Very bad choice, yeah. But just some sort of right-click range carry would have been, I think, a perfect complement to this lineup. Just something that could provide good right-click damage from a distance. Maybe even a good melee carry would be good.
Anti-mage.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's what we need. Anti-mage.
Anti-fun. Or Cancer Lancer.
God, get out of here. I'm done with you.
I'm not a PL picker. I never pick them.
I picked PL a few times.
Ew.
I'm not ashamed of who I am.
Ew.
PL's fun. I like him.
Okay.
Lycan, going for a Roshan. Again, the Radiant didn't have the vision they need. Actually, maybe they did. It's debatable. I didn't see how Lycan got in there. But he is taking out this Roshan rather easily. Does he have Necros?
Yeah, he
Oh
has
boy,
Necros.
Lycan in the Wolf Pack.
Yeah.
Lycan in the Wolf Pack.
That's all you're saying here.
I love it. I love it. Crystal Maiden picking up her buckler. Again, I imagine she's going to pick up the mech. Sentry Ward just came out in time. Nyx is getting destroyed. The Centaur ulti coming in. Crystal Maiden throws out her ulti but gets disrupted. Epicenter comes in from the Sand King. Huge damage going out. Lots of people dying. Crystal Maiden managed to get a double kill. Sand King just sitting there with a Sandstorm. Death Prophet though takes him out with the Q. In comes the Slithering Crush. Amplified damage. Right clicks come in. Lycan is going to kill the Slider. Visage though gets the kill off the Crystal Maiden. And the song. Let's just calm things down with the song, shall we? Visage, though, going down really fast. Naga Siren takes out the Death Prophet. Lycan takes out the Visage. Those are kills. This is quickly going in the Radiance, or Dire's favor, my mistake. And Visage just sacrifices one of his minions there. 100 gold goes right to the Naga.
He's not paying attention to his micro.
Naga, please.
Yeah. And
Just,
look at
okay,
the golden
I
XP graphs.
was just about to point out the gold graph. Look at that gold graph.
Yeah.
We're, 19 minutes in, and there's already a 12,000 gold lead?
Yep.
Excuse me?
Yep. 12k. That's a Naga for you.
A 19-minute, 12,000 gold lead? The XP graph doesn't really... that doesn't excite me as much. That's pretty apparent.
Yeah.
But, I'm sorry, a 12,000 gold lead at 19 minutes?
Yeah.
Holy shite.
And look at the hero levels. Slider's the exact same level as the Sand King.
Yeah, this, it doesn't really surprise me. It's just, the Radiant just definitely don't have, they don't have quite the same comp that the Dire do. And, they're suffering for it. They're definitely suffering for it. Oh, quick little lag there. Don't know what happened there.
I think it's server lag.
And, it doesn't help that the Lycan Howl is just... I keep mentioning it because I think it is a problem. The Howl is just way too overpowered.
Yeah. And dealing with his wolves is actually really difficult thanks to their fade time only being 1.7 seconds. So they just turn away and they're gone.
Well, and the fact that they regenerate life at such a quick speed. Naga Siren picking up the Boots of Travel, that's going to be huge on her.
Yep.
That's going to give her even more mobility. Because, that's what Naga needs. More mobility.
And the ability to farm everything everywhere forever.
I mean, and look at her armor. She doesn't have any significant items right now. But she does have a ring and a radiance. But look at how much armor she has.
That's her scaling. That's entirely just her scaling.
Yeah.
And
Naga,
ring, but...
Naga, man. Well, but that's the thing. So she has the ring, and that's it. That's the only stats and items she's getting here. Man, this is not looking too good for Nyx. Lycan there, getting kind of poked out there. Dust comes in. Lycan takes out the Nyx. Epicenter comes in from the Sand King. Lots of damage comes in. Lycan takes out the Slider. Lycan gets a triple kill. Done. Aegis pops on him. Up he comes. Visage slowly going down. Yeah,
that's GG. They can't do a front-on engage like that, especially not against these guys.
GG called.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah, I mean, the Dire they outplayed them right off the bat, and not only that, the Radiant composition was not that good. That was, I mean, I like the composition. I just felt like that Nyx pick, well, maybe not the nail in the coffin necessarily. Definitely was not a pick in their favor.
No, they had to be very aggressive in that tri lane to get the kills.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, and like I mentioned earlier about Slider, like the Dire team was just way too mobile for that Slider to do any good. And like Slider, he is a cut and dry 2 position. He doesn't really excel as a number 1 carry. Yeah. He's definitely that bruisery sort of. Oh wait, I need to. Oh no. 625.
More of an offlaner, honestly.
Sorry, I just need to record the game. My mistake. Yeah, well, more of an off. Well, not really an offlaner. Like he's he's okay in like a sort of your traditional
a 2 position offlane.
Well, no, but yeah, like he's good in like a dual lane situation.
Yeah.
Is what I'm trying to get at there. But yeah, exactly. He just He's not a 1 position.
No, definitely.
And that's the problem. Yeah. They tried to play him as a 1 position and it didn't work.
Nope. We saw how that went. That went poorly.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. Alright, guys. Well, so that was victory for Tiki. Yeah, Tiki Gaming. Or International. God damn it.
Crow Tiki.
Yeah, Crow Tiki International wins over Breach of Justice International. That was a decently quick game, but hey. All right. Well, guys, my name is Montgomery, my good friend and co-commentator.
Sproutt.
And until next time, guys, play more games.
Basically.
It's the only way you get better.
Yep.
Bye.
Bye.